Hello, and welcome to the morning meeting for Day 2 of Kids Club. I am glad you are back again today.
If you are joining us for the first time, my name is Anna Sarah Farha. I attend St. George Orthodox Church in Jacksonville, Florida, and I teach Sunday school there. Let's pick up where we left off yesterday. Just like yesterday, if you have a journal, go ahead and grab it now.
We started this week by reading the book Sasha and the Dragon by Laura E. Wolfe. We took some time to discuss what we read, and then hopefully you enjoyed journaling and working on the projects that went along with themes from the book. If you want to read the book again, you can find the link on the projects page, or you can search for Sasha and the Dragon on YouTube to find the video of the author reading the book aloud. Before we go on, we should start with prayer. O Christ, who alone art our defender, be mindful, O Lord, of the young and the old, orphans and widows, the sick and the suffering, the sorrowing and the afflicted, all captives and the needy poor. Upon them all send forth thy mercies, for thou art the giver of all good things. Before we jump into our discussion questions, decide if you want to reread Sasha and the Dragon to refresh your memory. If so, pause this video and come back when you have finished the book. Yesterday, we talked about the big emotions we have all been feeling lately. Today, we'll focus on ways we can help others with their big emotions or problems. Okay, grab your journal if you have one. Maybe make notes or sketches about what comes to mind as we discuss the following questions. Pause the video at any time to write down your thoughts. Which parts of the world are suffering? Often we think about suffering in other places and other countries, but lately there has been a lot of suffering in our own communities. That may be weighing on your mind. Maybe you even know someone who has been affected by coronavirus. What is the most important thing we can remember to do for people who are suffering? Did you say pray for them? Yes, that is the most important thing. And if you have the opportunity to help them in another way, then God bless your efforts. How can we remember to pray for others? There isn't just one correct answer to this question. Today, we'll focus on making prayer cards as reminders to pray for others. To create a prayer card, start by choosing one situation to pray about, like pray for all victims of COVID-19, or pray for my family. Pray for my friends that they will stay safe and healthy until we see each other again. Or keep my parents safe when they go to work. You might even prefer to draw a picture of your prayer, and some people like to copy down entire prayers to help themselves memorize the prayer. After you have finished your prayer card and decorated it if you want to, then place the card in a spot where you will see it every day as a reminder to pray about the situation. Your prayers are special to God and can make a difference. There is a parable in the Bible told by Jesus that teaches us the importance of helping others when they are in need. The parable of the Good Samaritan. Maybe you've read it before in church or Sunday school. The main idea is that we should see everyone as our neighbor and help them as we can with our prayers or other almsgiving in ways that your parents are okay with. The parable of the Good Samaritan is found in the book of Luke, chapter 10, verses 25 through 37. On one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. "Teacher," he asked, "what must I do to inherit eternal life?" "What is written in the law?" he replied. "How do you read it?" He answered, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." "You have answered correctly," Jesus replied. "Do this, and you will live." But he wanted to justify himself, so he asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" In reply, Jesus said, "A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. 'Look after him,' he said, 'and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have.'" Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robbers? The expert in the law replied, "The one who had mercy on him." Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise."
We'll wrap up our morning meeting in a minute, so let me explain what projects are ready for you today. Since you already hopefully have your journal out, take a minute and print out the daily gratitude journal page and complete it and stick it in your journal. Give some thought to what helping your neighbor means to you. After that, follow the links for the main page of Kids Club Day 2, and that will lead you to all of the other activities and projects.
Here's a quote from St. John Chrysostom to help you reflect on that subject. "This is the rule of most perfect Christianity, its most exact definition, its highest point, namely, the seeking of the common good. For nothing can so make a person an imitator of Christ as caring for neighbors." After the journal page, the other Kids Club projects are all about creating a prayer card, as well as activities with a Good Samaritan theme, including a science experiment and a trail mix recipe, so follow the links. Okay, neighbor, be sure to come back tomorrow for more Kids Club. We'll be talking about something called an arrow prayer. Goodbye for now.